Hey guys, so I got one of these little fancy golf shirts. I think they're like 80 bucks. You don't need a fancy one like this, anything somewhat casual. So, showed an awesome plan tonight. This guy, great contact, just a great contact. 28-year-old solid guy. He manages three guys for a company called Cat, and that's a big heavy equipment type of thing company. And oh my gosh, just a really good plan tonight with him because he's sharp, he's ambitious. I drew out the plan. He totally understood that groceries, consumable products with Amway is the way to go because it's something that people need and want. And one thing I've been doing, and check with your support team before you start doing this, but I get them to open their contacts and I go, okay, show me how many contacts you've got in your phone. And I don't look in their phone. I just say, well, how many contacts you got? And he had 173-ish, 170 something. And I was like, well, how much do you usually spend on everyday stuff, snacks and protein and energy drinks and your laundry soap, your toothpaste, your shaving, all that stuff? What do you usually spend on a monthly basis? And he was like, about 300 bucks. And I go, okay, well, obviously you're going to have people on your list that are, got families and spend like 1,000, but let's just say on average, excuse me, I just had some like teriyaki chicken from a 7-Eleven. It's 11:30 at night almost, and I didn't want to cook, so I just grabbed something real quick there. Not the greatest. I don't think I'm gonna finish that. Might give that to the dog. Charlie. He must be in one of my son's rooms there. So anyhow, upstairs. So sat down, showed him the business plan. He totally understood it, and he's just about to go to. He applied for some universities to get into law school. He's applied to four. Look at, man, I went and played pool after my meeting tonight. Man, your hands get really dirty around chalk and the stick. It's wow. I got to cut my nails too. But anyhow, so he's applied to four universities, two on the west coast here near Seattle, and two near New York on the Canada side. And he plans on going to school around 7 months from now. So I told him, I go, look, you got 170 some odd names in your thing. I've already talked to somebody after I met you that knows you. So there's a good chance that some of those people that are on your list in your phone, they're going to get in the business anyhow. You might as well get them in with you before they do. So it's his dad that got involved with a Bitcoin scam. And anyhow, so he's already like, let's tell my dad. And I'm like, slow down. Let's not, don't scare your dad. Don't scare the fish. If you start talking to people and you don't know what you're doing, you'll blow them out most of the time, and they'll ask you like, what is it? Is it multi-level? Is it Amway? Is it this? And if you go then they're like gone. So I told him, well, just hold off. If you do talk to him, just say you met a guy named Joseph and you want to get together and talk business, and if he wants to sit down, I'll show him the business plan. And I might not show him the business plan first. Maybe I'll just sit down and get to know him first, just to kind of feel him out and touch base with him, kind of see where he's at business wise. And obviously he's looking because he got involved in that Bitcoin stuff, so he's obviously open-minded when it comes to doing other stuff. I'm looking forward to when I lose weight and get rid of this chin, this big fat chin under here that I acquired. Never used to have all this fat, but that's the one thing about getting wealthy in construction. You can afford all this crappy fast food. Anyhow, so yeah, so really sharp guy. So getting together with him in a few days here, and I'm going to answer his questions. I was able to give him some audios to go through and get him to the next level and get him some good information. And Lord willing, he's going to be going through those audios, and they should give him enough information where he goes, holy crap, I could become very wealthy doing this. And the cool thing is that even though he manages 3 sales guys, he does sales himself for that. So he understands that it's a numbers game. He understands he says he cold contacts like 10 to 30 people a day or something. So he knows that not everybody you show this business plan to is going to get in. But the reason why it works for some people and it doesn't work for other people is because some people get in Amway and they get no, 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 and they quit, and that's it. Other people, they get in, they get no, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. And then some of the yeses that even get in, they flake off. The key is just keep hammering it, hammering and hammering it. You got to build that pipeline from the water source. So imagine building a pipeline, 2 feet deep and 1.5 feet wide. Imagine digging that for like a year or 2, or 5 if you have to, from the well in the village a mile away all the way to the water spring up the mountain. So you got to go all the way up there because you got to dig a hole all the way down, and then you got to lay some pipe, stainless steel pipe, and it could take a year, could take 2, could take 5, could take 10. But 10 years from now, if you have $50,000 coming in, or $100,000 coming in, or $500,000 coming in passive income that just flows, is it worth it? Absolutely. Like, where else are you going to be able to build a business where you work really hard for a certain amount of time and then it pays off and keeps paying you for the rest of your life? Active income at a job where you just work, get paid, work, get paid, work, get paid. If you stop working, no pay. In this, if you build it properly, you can stop working and the money will flow because people are not going to stop buying groceries. So, all that to say, had an awesome plan tonight and it paid off because these last 2-3 weeks, well, 2 weeks, week and a half, because it's like the 17th. And so I've only really actually been active doing this year, contacting people and greeting people and showing them the plan. I've only been doing it like maybe 10 days, maybe 9, and I've already been able to show someone a plan. I've got another plan tomorrow, and if you show 10 plans a month for a year to 2 years, there's no way you can fail. Show 10 plans a month consistently every month for 2 years, and come see me and tell me you're not making money in this, then you're showing homeless people this business plan 10 times a month or something. People that don't shop or something. So, anyhow, I hope that helps you, and I hope that encourages you that it's just a numbers game. That's it. I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to keep going and going and going and going, and it will pay off. My kids are worth it. My wife's worth it. I am not going to quit. I'm just going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this until I find the right people. And then you'll be able to see the fruit on the tree a year or 2 from now, and 3 years from here, and 5 years. 5 years from now, I'm so pumped about 5 years from now. Building this consistently for 5 years, oh my gosh, I'm going to look back on this video and go, holy cow. And I'll flash some checks, and people might not even believe it, but I'll have lived it. And if you're building this business, you'll live it too. So even though I don't know you, I love you.